You might be wondering, Mateo, why are you reviewing the first season of a TV show that released 10 years ago or 9 years ago? I'm not really sure. Uh, and embarrassingly, I'm going to have to answer with I've never seen a single episode, let alone more than 1 minute, of Stranger Things in my entire life before this week. And if you see below, right here, this is one of my, if not my favorite singular season of a TV show I've ever watched in my life. It's actually unreal. And as I was watching every episode, every minute pass by, it was so hard not to tear up and realize I was really just a jackass in high school. Um, Hating every single thing that was popular, kind of pushing it to the side and making fun of people for watching stuff like this. And I don't know what I was thinking. Um, it was so childish. I mean, like I said, this is one of my favorite seasons of a TV show I've ever seen, and it's all. It took me almost 10 years to watch because I was such a little asshole in high school. It's really upsetting. But into the show itself, this is unbelievable. Uh, Technically, this season, sorry, is absolutely insane. I have not seen season two, three, four yet. Just so if you're curious, you won't be getting any mentions of that. I'm gonna do reviews for those later as I finish those as well. And sorry, and this show just looks great. This is a show that came out in 2016. I don't think a lot of shows, if any, since this season's release, look anywhere as good as this one. The lighting is unbelievable in this show. The camera work is fucking unreal. I watched so many bonus scenes as I finished the season. I was like, man, or sorry, behind the scenes, and I was like, man, why can't television be this good again? I mean, obviously, I hated it at the time, but why can't television be anywhere near as good as Stranger Things season one was? It's so upsetting. I mean, this is absolutely a stunning, gorgeous looking TV show. Um, and that's just how it looks. And the theme song for Stranger Things is unbelievable. I think it might be it's in my like top three live action theme songs of my life. It's so cool. It's so 80s. It's so arcadey. It's just amazing. I mean, it's beautiful. I love the theme song. I never skip the intro once or the outro at all, and I don't do that with shows. I always skip the intro and outro a lot during these shows with these intros, but man, that opening, the and then the the logo and then the Stranger Things and even the way the Netflix logo comes in, it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Um, Sorry, but I'll get into the actual show now. The acting out of these kids is insane. I hate child actors. If you've seen a lot of my reviews when I first started this channel, I complained a lot about child acting, how bad it is, and I really didn't like it during this era of TV shows and movies. But you have four kids in this show. I'm not going to count Noah Schnapp because he has like no lines at all. But Millie Bobby Brown, Caleb McLaughlin, Finn Wolfhard, who plays Dustin, Matarazzo. I'm sorry, I probably butchered your name, but them four, unbelievable, unfucking believable how well all four of them acted. I mean, Millie Bobby Brown doesn't have like that many lines compared to the other three, but every time she's on screen, like she's so good at like body acting. I mean, she barely had to talk in this show, and she was like an unreal performance as a child. It was unreal, and of course the other three I loved so much. I mean, Caleb McLaughlin, I fucking loved him so much in this. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. I just don't know what, but he was amazing in this. Finn Wolfhard, of course, great, and I mean Gatton or Gatton. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering your name. Unbelievable too. I love all four of them. They feel like a group of kids you'd see in an 80s movie. And I'm going to touch more into the 80s stuff a bit later when I talk about how impactful the show is because, man, this show has done some crazy stuff to history. But David Harbour, Winona Ryder, of course, Joe Keery, Natalia Dyer, Charlie Heaton, all five of them are great. I mean, David Harbour is insane in this show. I don't know what he's done before the first season of Stranger Things, but from what I recall, this was his upbringing. I'm not too sure. But he was amazing. I love him. Every single scene he's in, he's great. His heartbreaking backstory, which I wish we got a bit more of. Maybe it gets explored a tad more in the future seasons. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I haven't seen a single episode or minute of it. I'd love to get more of him. I love David Harbour. The whole ending with him and the sort of cliffhanger thing with him, unbelievable. I love that he's super smart. I love that a lot of these characters are smart, or they seem like they actually know what they're doing most of the time. Obviously, there's a giant like monster and underworld going on, but they're all figuring things out slowly, man. And I love how the show divides up the groups. You have the four kids, you have the guy with the dead daughter, and then the mother with the missing son. They're teaming up. You have the weird situationship between Joe Keery and Natalia Dyer, and then Charlie Heaton's also involved in there for this weird love triangle. I mean, oh man, this show does relationships perfectly. It's unbelievable. I wish we got more of everybody interacting with each other because we only get it for like the last episode or last maybe two episodes where all of them are interacting with each other, and you have Finn Wolfhard's crew and David Harbour with Winona Ryder, and then of course the teenagers. Everyone just working together in like tandem to fucking solve this whole thing. I loved it, man. Everyone in this movie, or sorry, the show is great, and I love how tightly knit the script and the plot is. It feels like nothing's missing. There's never anything you feel like you're left out of in this show. Everything just happens like so smoothly. And as I was watching the show, it's gonna sound like a bit idiotic because I don't like TV shows. If you've seen the Batman review, I don't really care for TV shows too much as a compared to movies. This could have been the best like movie trilogy ever, or one of if not the best is what I was getting at. I don't know if it'd be the best, but if you had episode one, two, three be the first movie, four, five, six be the second movie, and then seven, eight be the last movie, this could have been one of the best, if not the best. I'm really not sure. Um, movie trilogies ever. It's unreal how everything is just so well put together, and I'm really not sure what else to say. I'm sorry. I love the '80s references in this or not '80s, you know what I mean, older references in this show. I'm gonna keep saying movie on accident, unfortunately. You have the Jaws reference in episode one. You have a lot of the Things reference. Even like the Demogorgon itself just feels like an old monster from an old monster movie. I think Demogorgon looks great. Obviously, the whole world. I think it was actually 1993 this takes place, and I could be wrong, but it just feels such like an older vibe, and I think they do everything correctly. If you've seen a bunch of my other reviews for movies that do stuff like this, where they try to go back in time, I love when it's accurate. This show does everything so accurately to its time, and I think it's fucking amazing. You get the songs, you get the outfits, the movies, the games, the Dungeons and Dragons, everything just feels so old and classic and of its time. I love it. I fucking love this show for that. And now I think it's time to go into the importance of Stranger Things season 1 alone. Not just the show itself, but I think alone Stranger Things season 1 is just unbelievably impactful and influential to movies and TV shows for from now on. If it wasn't for Stranger Things season 1, I don't know where we would be currently in streaming. I think if it wasn't for this season of Stranger Things, maybe Disney doesn't take the giant leap it did for Disney Plus or HBO Max or Paramount Plus or Peacock or whatever the fuck else. But I think this season showed these giant production companies and all this, you can make a big budget TV show and it's going to bring so much cash flow to your streaming service. It does not matter what else you have on the platform. Remember, 2016 Netflix was absolute dog shit. Everyone was making fun of it. Like, the biggest movie on the at the time was like the Emoji Movie or Sausage Party. Like, What the fuck wants to watch that shit? Like, nothing else was good on Netflix at the time. Like, I think Boomerang was the best streaming service for me, you know? I mean, there was almost nothing good on Netflix, but Stranger Things came out, and of course 13 Reasons or whatever that show was called, I can't remember. And boom, it was the biggest thing ever. The biggest thing on Twitter, the biggest thing on Facebook, the biggest thing on YouTube. Everyone was watching it everywhere. And I think Disney, HBO, Paramount, all these companies saw it and were like, we can do this. And so much easier because we have more money than Netflix. So if it wasn't for Stranger Things season one, streaming would not be where it's at currently, which is sort of a bad thing considering how much every streaming service costs, like 17, 18, $19 nowadays. But I don't really care. It's brought in so much good television and even like streaming only movies we've gotten, and I know I don't like that a lot, but we've gotten a lot of good ones. So Stranger Things influence just on streaming alone, unbelievable. Like 10 out of 10 for impact, right? And then we've seen so many movies do this throwback 80s, 90s, 70s vibe since Stranger Things season 1 more than ever. I was trying to find out the statistic on it, could not do it. I don't know why the fuck Google would have the answer to that, but I've seen the movies I've seen. There's a huge influx of them the second Stranger Things season 1 released. After that, 80s throwback, 80s throwback, 80s throwback. One of my biggest, or one of my highest rated movies I reviewed this year was Freaky Tales, throwback movie. Trying to remember what else I watched on my channel. No, that might be it. But I've watched a bunch of movies uh, this year alone that were from like 2018, 2019 that were 80s throwbacks. And I think because of Stranger Things season one, obviously a lot of people love nostalgia anyway. It was going to happen, but I don't think it was going to happen at the influx that it is happening now because of Stranger Things. And I might be glazing or over exaggerating it. I don't care. I think the impact and influence on culture this TV show has had is unbelievable. If you haven't seen Stranger Things season one, like I did, I'm telling you now, go watch it. I don't know what your reasoning is for it. If you don't like popular things like I did, or if you think this is more of a kids show, this show is probably made towards younger audiences, but I think it works for any age group. I mean, I'm 24, and I think this is one of the best seasons of a TV show I've ever seen in my life. Every single episode is amazing. The script is insane. The acting out of everyone I mentioned earlier is unbelievable. Visually, stylistically, this show is a 10 out of 10 just on that alone. I'm just so excited for season 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 when it comes out. And I know they might not be anywhere near as good as season 1, but my hopes have been set and I'm just so excited. I'm going to watch season 2 the second this video gets done editing. I'm probably gonna be watching season 2 as I'm editing. I'm really not sure. I'm just so excited. I cannot believe I waited this long to watch this show. It's actually really disheartening, like very sad. So please go check out Stranger Things season 1 if you haven't seen it already. If you have seen Stranger Things season 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and you're watching this review, I hope you join me on this 3 to 4 week journey of rewatching Stranger Things if you are rewatching it, because this is my first time watching it, of course. See you next time for the season 2 review of Stranger Things.